I feel your anger.
Who the f are you talking to?
Charles. Yes, you have a son. You're with your son?
I don't got no kids.
Oh, Sonny.
Pagano?
Kind spirit, is your name Sonny?
Game of Thrones may have been HBO's most popular show ever, but is the epic fantasy series HBO's all-time best-reviewed show? Well, the short answer is no. The longer answer is that the premium cable network offers plenty of new buzzworthy series on its current lineup with higher scores than the drama. The longer answer is that HBO offers plenty of new buzzworthy series on its current lineup with higher scores than GOT. But seriously, there are so many incredible shows that getting this list to a top 10 was not easy to do. This list will feature many classic HBO shows, as well as a few newer additions that have captivated us with incredible television moments and maybe even a laugh or two. So sit back and relax as we count down the best HBO series of all time. Starting with number 10, Watchmen. Based on the celebrated graphic novel by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons, the exciting and dark Watchmen takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 34 years after the original story. After a white supremacist attack on the local police department, which leaves only 2 surviving cops on the beat, laws are passed that allow the cops to hide their identities behind masks. One of these cops, Angela Abar, adopts the identity of Sister Night and fights racists while dealing with the decades-long legacy of the vigilantes. The show stars Regina King, Jeremy Irons, Don Johnson, Gene Smart, Tim Blake Nielsen, and created by Damon Lindelof.
Did you stay a police officer?
For a while, then I retired.
Why?
I was one of the cops who got attacked on the White Night. And that was before police officers were allowed to wear masks. So the bad guys, they knew who I was and they knew where I lived and they came to my house and they shot me right here. And the doctors, they had to pull apart my insides to find the bullet and get it out because they didn't want it to get... Anyway, I figured making cakes and cookies was better than getting shot. So I quit the police force and opened up a bakery.
Number 9, Insecure. Modern-day black women might be described as strong and confident, in other words, just the opposite of Issa and Molly. As the best friends deal with their own real-life flaws, their insecurities come to the fore, as together they cope with an endless series of uncomfortable, everyday experiences. Created by co-star Issa Rae and writer-comic Larry Wilmore, the comedy series looks at the friendship of 2 black women in a unique and authentic way. It features the music of both indie and established artists of color, and touches on a variety of social and racial issues that relate to the contemporary black experience. The show stars Yvonne OG, Natasha Rothwell, Amanda Seales, and Issa Rae, who also created the show with Larry Wilmore.
This is Issa D.
I need your notes on the flyer by 5 p.m.
Sorry, that's right. My assistant's kind of a mess. Sapphire, you're a mess. I'll get back to you right away.
Spencer over there offered me 5 figures for one night of passion. Now, I'll take one for the team. Just say the word.
I'll never say the word.
Yes, you can.
No.
The word is...
Enjoy, it's hyping it. Oh God, this party is lit!
I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm already over my mommy friends. They spend so much time worrying about appearances and not being real. Can you imagine?
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, picture that. Who's stressed? Not you. Who the best? It's you. Who gonna kill it? I'm sorry, I can't. Wait, what? I got going on over here too. You do? Yeah, bitch. It's like your life, but worse. Oh, yeah.
Number 8, Succession. Although he has no plans to step aside as the head of Waystar Royco, the international media conglomerate controlled by his family, aging patriarch Logan Roy is contemplating what the future holds. He has lingered in the limelight longer than even he thought he would, and now family members want to run the company as they see fit. And despite a best-laid succession plan, tempers flare over Logan's intentions. Kendall Roy, Logan's eldest son from his second marriage and a division president at the firm, is the heir apparent. As Kendall attempts to solidify his eventual takeover, he and the three other Roy children face a difficult choice as company control and family loyalties collide. The show stars Brian Cox, Jeremy Strong, Kieran Culkin, Sarah Snook, and is created by Jesse Armstrong.
So, Greg, listen, I just had a meeting with my private attorney, and it seems I have been exposed to a virus.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, it's a deadly virus, and and now. Now I'm f***ed. Forever.
It sounds bad.
It is bad. It is. And I kind of need to share it, but anyone I talk to, I effectively kill.
Number 7, Barry. Disillusioned at the thought of taking down another Mark, depressed low-level hitman Barry Berkman seeks a way out. When the Midwesterner reluctantly travels to Los Angeles to execute a hit on an actor who is betting a mobster's wife, little does Barry know that the City of Angels may be his sanctuary. He follows his target into acting class and ends up instantly drawn to the community of eager hopefuls, especially dedicated student Sally, who becomes the object of his affection. While Barry wants to create a new life as an actor, his handler, Fuchs, has other ideas, and the hitman's criminal past won't let him walk away so easily. The show stars Stephen Root, Henry Winkler, Sarah Goldberg, Anthony Kerrigan, and Bill Hader, who created the show with Alec Berg.
How the f did you miss?
I don't know how to shoot gun.
Hey, you know this about yourself. Yet when I ask you to come to a party, you say okay.
Punk, there is a power dynamic here which prevents people. Ah! Get down! Ah! Ah!
What happened?
I got f***ing shot! My
I did a table read with Wilmer Valderrama. You know him. He's a lot of fun. It's really loose.
Fez?
Yeah, Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. You got to get this together. Just stand up there and shoot him.
You
believe in yourself.
I just got shot!
Well, I got shot too, remember? Barry shot me like precisely in the same arm. Oh, same spot. Wow, he's so good.
Welcome back to Rotten Tomatoes Countdown. Here's our list so far of the best HBO series of all time. Number 6, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld co-creator Larry David plays a version of himself on the improvised series. He faces a constant barrage of life's little annoyances, which in David's sometimes well-meaning but terminally fumbling hands don't tend to stay small for very long. Episodes frequently center on his ignorance of or disregard for well-established social conventions and expectations, as well as his insistence that others adhere to rules of which only he seems to be aware. Developed from a 1999 one-hour special on HBO that was envisioned as a one-time project, the series premiered in October of 2000. The show stars Cheryl Hines, Jeff Garlin, Susie Essman, Richard Lewis, and Larry David, who also created the show.
There's a doctor on board. Can you please ring your call button?
Hey, I'm asking for a doctor.
Huh?
You're not gonna heed the call?
Give it a minute. He's gonna be fine.
How do you know? You don't even know what he has.
You ever been part of an emergency landing? Is that what you want, Larry? To spend the night in Lubbock, Texas at a Days Inn with a $15 voucher from Cinnabon? Think about it.
Excuse me. I'd like to use the bathroom. Thank you.
Number 5, Boardwalk Empire. Atlantic City at the dawn of Prohibition is a place where the rules don't apply. And the man who runs things, legally and otherwise, is the town's treasurer, Enoch Nucky Thompson, who is equal parts politician and gangster. Side by side with his brother Elias, Atlantic City sheriff, and a crew of ward bosses and local tough guys, Nucky gains a reputation as the man to see for illegal alcohol. He does business with all the top gangsters, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Big Jim, Colosimo, and he does it well, until a former protege takes matters into his own hands, setting the feds on Nucky's tail. The show stars Steve Buscemi, Michael Pitt, Kelly MacDonald, Michael Shannon, Shea Wiggum, and is created by Terrence Winter.
Look, another mummy.
My apologies, gentlemen. I trust you've been enjoying yourselves.
We're getting real friendly. Promise this I'd stick it only halfway in. As I was saying, I'll do 500 cases a month of rum. Plus,
I need to stop you. I won't be selling you alcohol anymore. Things have changed.
How come?
It's not really your concern.
Exactly the kind of high-handed attitude that makes it...
I've got friends in politics, highly placed friends. As a favor to them, and for my own peace of mind, I prefer to simplify things.
Well, I got money, you got booze. What could be simpler than that?
That I sell to one buyer only. Effective immediately, I'll be exporting exclusively from Atlantic City to Mr. Rothstein. If you'd like, you can buy directly from him.
At a 50% markup.
Well, you could always buy from Brooklyn.
Beloved. Peg leg Lanigan.
Those won't sell to Italians.
Number 4, Veep. Politics is about people, former Senator Selena Meyer is fond of saying. Unfortunately, the people Selena meets after becoming vice president are nothing like she expected, but everything she was warned about. Veep follows the VP as she puts out political fires, juggles her public schedule and private life, and does everything within her limited powers to improve her dysfunctional relationship with the chief executive. Selena's trusted and some not-so-trusted sidekicks include Chief of Staff Amy, one-time spokesperson Mike, and right-hand man Gary. The show stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Anna Klumsky, Matt Walsh, Reed Scott, Tony Hale, and is created by Armando Iannucci.
Guess what I just heard?
I'm not here, ergo my ears aren't here either.
Okay, POTUS's quote in his soon-to-be-released Politico interview in which he blames me for the government shutdown. What? Exactly what?
It was implicit.
Implicit? Implicit like a kick me sticker on my keister would be implicit?
Madam Vice President, greatest respect, but it has been the job of the VP over the ages to, take it in the to save the president.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This is closed for business. This is in clench down. I don't want to be a decoy. Let the president take it in the he might like it.
Powerful men and women, they couldn't agree on anything.
You've got to be kidding me. Now I'm to blame because some goober got all eaten up by a bear? You got to get your press guys on this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is in Minnesota, right? So Governor Chung is going to be all over this like a bear on an idiot.
That's right.
At the very least, let's get in front of something.
Yeah.
And get in touch with this widow.
Yeah. Do you hear that, Mike? The bear widow. Get in touch with the bear widow.
As well as get in touch with the press guys?
Yeah, as well as get in touch with the press guys. 2 things. Call the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh, no, don't, because that would be 3 things.
Number 3, Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin's best-selling book series, A Song of Ice and Fire, is brought to the screen as HBO sinks its considerable storytelling teeth into the medieval fantasy epic. It's the depiction of 2 powerful families, kings and queens, knights and renegades, liars and honest men, playing a deadly game for control of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros and to sit atop the Iron Throne. Martin is credited as a co-executive producer and one of the writers for the series, whose shooting locations include Northern Ireland, Malta, Croatia, and Spain. The show stars Peter Dinklage, Nicolaj Coster-Waldau, Lena Headey, Emilia Clarke, Aidan Gillen, and directed by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. Number 2, The Wire. This series looks at the narcotics scene in Baltimore through the eyes of law enforcers as well as the drug dealers and users. Other facets of the city that are explored in the series are the government and bureaucracy, schools, and the news media. The show is created by former police reporter David Simon, who also wrote many of the episodes. The show stars Dominic West, John Doman, Frankie R. Faison, Wood Harris, Michael K. Williams, and created by David Simon.
Where you snatched this old wreck from?
Out Frederick Road.
Get you over east side when we done. Check it. Him there and that other fool there. They the only ones might be trouble.
So I'm gonna drop Scar, you just drop the other mother.
Nah, just Scar. His boy break, we gonna let him. But if he raise up, I'm on him, see?
Damn, I wish Bird was here, man. Bird be loving this right here.
Which do remind me, we get up out of here. You need to drop that down the storm drain. Now give me some time to go around the block and set up on the other side. All right?
And before we reveal number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Silicon Valley. Partially inspired by co-creator Mike Judge's experiences as a Silicon Valley engineer in the 1980s, this comedy series follows the misadventures of introverted computer programmer Richard and his brainy friends as they attempt to strike it rich in a high-tech gold rush. They live together in a Bay Area startup incubator loosely run by self-satisfied .com millionaire Ehrlich, who lets them stay in his house rent-free in exchange for a stake in the projects that they invent there. But when Richard develops a powerful search algorithm at his day job, he finds himself caught in the middle of a bidding war between his boss, whose firm offers Richard an 8-figure buyout, and a deep-pocketed venture capitalist. The show stars Thomas Middleditch, Zach Woods, Kumail Nanjiani, Martin Starr, and is created by Mike Judge, John Altshuler, and Dave Krinsky.
Not great news. We love the name Pied Piper. It's a classic fairy tale.
Well, I looked it up. It's about a predatory flautist who murders children in a cave.
It has all that going for it, Richard, and I still hate it.
Richard, if we are going to change the name, we need to do it now. Names stick. My name's only Jared because Gavin called me that on my first day. My real name is Donald.
But, Jared, we already bought the T-shirts. I can't take these back. It was an online order.
What is that atrocity? What are we, an Irish pornography company? I thought we were going to replace the name Pied Piper. I thought it was just a placeholder.
Placeholder would honestly be a better name than Pied Piper.
Richard, I've actually been holding off telling people that I'm the co-founder of Pied Piper because, frankly, it's a little embarrassing.
Okay, well, just to remind you, you are not the co-founder, so please don't tell anyone.
Richard, take Aviato. That's not a name that I found. It's a name that found me on a vision quest. Something that you should do.
No, I'm not gonna eat a bunch of drugs and sit out in the desert and hope some name randomly pops in my head.
Well, then I question your leadership.
Welcome back to Rotten Tomatoes Countdown. Here's our list so far of the best HBO series of all time. And before we get to number 1, here are some more honorable mentions. Chernobyl. Brave men and women act heroically to mitigate catastrophic damage when the Chernobyl nuclear power plant suffers a nuclear accident on April 26, 1986. The show stars Jared Harris, Stellan Skarsgård, Emily Watson, Paul Ritter, Jesse Buckley, and is created by Craig Mazin.
Meter perimeter. 10 meter perimeter. Lead 1 per pre-flight, maintain minimum 10 meter perimeter.
Copy that. 40 meters. 35. 30.
No. They're too close.
They can't get over the fire. How are they?
The wind will have to carry it. Tell them they cannot go over the core.
Lead 1 is too close. I repeat, they are too close.
Copy. Lead 1, you are inside the perimeter.
Did not copy. Signal breaking up.
Lead 1. Copy.
I May Destroy You. After being sexually assaulted in a nightclub, Arabella's life changes irreversibly, and she is forced to reassess everything, including her career, friends, and family. The show stars Wariuchi Opia, Papa Esiadu, Marouane Zadi, Amal Amin, and Michaela Cole, who also created the show.
I'm realizing I might have come across as a bit intense when I said I was here as long as you wanted me to be. I'm not. I do have a return. I'm not, I have a ticket. It's Rome to Heathrow tomorrow morning. I will show you. It's tomorrow morning. I think I've left my passport is in there. So now I really am here as long as you want me to be. I can't leave unless you open the door and give it to me. Wow. Raw. Biagio, are you really that kind of yeah? Wow. Biagio, you're a f***ing bitch. You're a f***ing Biagio, you f***ing piece of shit. F*** you piece of shit.
And finally, number 1, The Sopranos. Tony Soprano juggles the problems of his fractious family with those of a family of a different sort. The mob. He sees a therapist to deal with his professional and personal problems, which bring on panic attacks. He deals with personal and professional power struggles, affairs, violence, the threat of exposure and betrayal, and a whole bunch of people being whacked. The show stars James Gandolfini, Lorraine Bracco, Edie Falco, Michael Imperioli, Dominic Chianese, and created by David Chase.
So? All due respect, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, I'm gonna pass. I don't believe this. Why? Every guy who ran that crew died prematurely. Oh, come on. I beat cancer once. You got no idea what that does to you. Yeah, I know, but Jesus, you gotta... Richie April, Ralphie MIA, Vito, and who knows what the with Carlo and Gigi. Gigi died taking a Doesn't mean it's not part of an overall pat.
Well, you're gonna deny yourself life-changing money? A package to leave your niece who has MS? No, it's like your bullshit with the cat. The animal catches mice for us, but you drown it.
I would.
He's not looking at Christopher. A rat died in the wall back there or something.
I moved the picture. The thing came to the new spot and stared.
The abstract shapes or something. Tell you this, since he's dead, my gambling luck's done a 180.
Oh, okay. It's fine for you to believe that, but I can't worry about a jinx.
Well, friends, that about does it for us. Be sure to stay tuned to the Rotten Tomatoes channel for more of the entertainment content you love. And until next time, I'm your host, Naz Perez, and we'll see you back here for more Top 10s on the Rotten Tomatoes Countdown.